Pittsburgh. Hello, Francie. Hello, Cherie. I'm gonna wait here for a minute for my phone to catch up, just so I can make sure I see everything, and then we will get started. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Wednesday, December 13th. All right. Like I said, I'm just gonna wait and make sure I get live here. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, there, my phone, I think, is starting here. Let's see. There we go. My phone is live. Hello, hello. Tonight is going to be a little different because I'm going to do a few things at my desk and I don't have a lot of space. So, hi, Lori. So we're going to I have to kind of move some things around. So I hope you bear with me. Hello, Dean. Welcome. So I'm going to quick switch the cameras around here. Oh, and there is my other phone. Volume is on. So let me turn that down. There. Just trying to keep an eye on what I can see on screen. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So tonight we're going to do some hot foiling. And I think what I've got is going to work. And I wanted a hot foil first because then I could put this away. And like I said, I don't have a lot of room on my desk. I have the Glimmer hot foiling system and from Spellbinders and the Platinum 6. So we're just going to kind of put things on. I know I'm not completely on screen. Try to move this a little bit so I can see. If you've not hot foiled before, hello. Hello, Mom. Hello, Michelle. Everyone, it is my mom and dad's anniversary tonight. So happy anniversary, Mom. I haven't told her that yet today. But I've got the power and it says my platform is ready. I'm going to put the timer on. And I think the video's got to catch up here. Did I freeze? Did I freeze, you guys? Trying to see. I don't see. I see my screen here. Okay, hold on. Hello, Penny. Am I still? Okay. My camera is frozen on my screen, but I see that it's still live here. Okay, there it's catching up. So I've got the timer button moving here. And once that turns right, or turns solid, we're going to hot foil. So this is the fancy frames. It came with the traditional trimmings. And you'll kind of get the idea if I'm not completely on screen here. Okay, thanks, Lori. I was hoping so. This is some Spellbinder blue foil. I did try to put some links ahead of time. I think I put the pink foil down, but I'm using the blue. I couldn't remember. And then I have some Hammermill cardstock here. That is one of my favorite cardstocks to foil on. And I use, this is in the Brutus Monroe store. This is my favorite tool to cut foil, but you do be very careful. It's very sharp. So I actually had to put it off to another side because I kept cutting myself. All right. I'm going to, are you looking for an earbud, Ellen? Okay. So this is the plate. You can see I overfoiled once. These are the two plates that come with it. And then I actually used this piece of, from an order because my foil is a little big. Okay, so my plate is ready. So I got to move this off just a little bit, you guys. This is the tricky part here. Okay, hold on. Just a second. Oh yeah, I was standing. Sorry, you guys. I had to stand because I am standing up, guys, because I am trying to move our things around so that we can do this all on camera so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to pull my plate out. And it's a little wonky for me because my camera, I'm showing you, but up here on my screen, it's not showing me live. So I have not hot foiled on camera before, so I'm going to stand up again, so you have to forgive me. Now, one thing with hot foiling, you don't want to go through super fast. We go through kind of slow. You want to go through a little slower than normal. Mom, I'm not sure what anniversary is this one. I don't remember. I don't think we're at 60 yet, are we? 54, 56? All right. So And for some reason, my camera went off. I'm going to turn myself back on. Oh, I see. Oh, thank you. 54 years. There we go. All right. So now this is what it looks like when we pull it off. I'm kind of, like I said, I don't do a lot of foiling on camera because I don't have a lot of room for it. Now the plate is very hot. It does come with a little magnetic tool that you can take it off and a silicone mat to put it on. And I'm just going to do that off to the side. And we're going to leave that alone. All right. So you don't bother your, well, good. I'm glad we're not going to bother him. So this, if I did it right, yep. Okay. So here's the reveal. Isn't that pretty? Now, I will say one thing that I have learned is you want to cut your foil fairly close to the size of your hot plate. And I didn't quite get it centered, so when I go to die cut this one out, it's going to be off the edge. But with the magic of television, I have already die cut one out. So you don't have to watch me die cut it out. So here is what it looks like with the frame. Isn't that pretty? So this is the foil plate looks like this, and then here's the frame that cuts it out, and then there is a stencil you can use as well. I'm not going to use that tonight. Okay, before I move on, here we go. We're going to use the Pet Spa die tonight. I have this crazy idea. We are going to turn this into a mirror, and our little pet is going to look through it. So I hope it works the way I think it's going to be. Isn't that cute? So I already have all the pieces cut out, but we need a backdrop first. So I have the Posh stencil on some white cardstock, and we're going to just do some ink blending. I want to do some ink blending with the clear skies and the Remember Me, I think, to kind of tie into the blue of the foil. I think so. Last night I was watching Christopher's live. In my head, this is what I came up with. And I thought, oh, I hope this works. I think it'll be fun. Just to see. I hadn't that was the first time. Tonight was the first time I've actually had a chance to hot foil that plate. And it is beautiful. The pictures online do not do it justice. You know, like when you see it in person, it's so nice. So I'm kind of just going to concentrate my ink blending around the edges because it's not going to matter too much about the center. This foil plate would make a great shaker card as well. So I'm just got my blending buddy here, and we're just going to add some clear skies. And then I think we're going to just add just a little bit of Remember Me. And I've got one of our British Monroe brushes here, and we're just going to add a little bit of darker color here and there to kind of mimic, like, this is wallpaper. We've got a pretty cool salon looking here. Or I don't know if it's a salon or if this is the dog's bedroom. So hope everyone is doing well. It's a busy week for me. Today is my parents' anniversary. Tomorrow is my youngest's 25th birthday. I am live. Are we still, Francie? Did you lose me? Everybody else okay? I'm still showing live here. Oh, there you are. Okay. Yep, I see ya. Maybe there's a little bit of a delay. Okay. So that looks like we're doing okay. I'm just going to leave that the way it is. Okay, here. All right. Thanks, Penny. And we'll peel this off. And I love the stencil. I was just talking to somebody else tonight, and I told them this is going to be one of my favorite stencils for quite a long time. All right, let's put that away. We will clean that off later. Now, like I said, I already did a little bit of die cutting ahead of time. So I've got all my little pooch pieces here. You're playing with the gnome kit. Ellen, I have them all cut out. They're all cut out in my little tray, but I haven't put anything together yet. I need to sit down and do it, but I've just been busy working on this stuff. Let me move my die cutting machine here so I can get closer to you guys. So if you see, it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can see. You can see the indentations, which is nice because then you know where to put everything. And I cut a bunch out of black, and then I cut a bunch out of white. and thought that I would just color some of them with some markers instead of coloring, or you could ink blend on them. So we're going to start with the little muzzle here. My liquid glue. Yeah, it's one of my favorite, and it's one of my favorite stencils I think we've ever had. I mean, I have a lot of favorite stencils, but this one's really fun. I just think it's fun. And I haven't finished it yet, but I did turn the dazzling one into little gnomes or elves. I'll show you that in a little bit. I've got all my cards here so we can look at them. I'm gonna go ahead and put his little muzzle on here, or I don't know if that's his muzzle, or I'm doing a black and white dog. My dog is black and white, so we're gonna do a black and white dog. And if it's helpful, you can also, I'm gonna pull this aside just so I kind of look at it and see. We're gonna go ahead and add his little eyes. Just check. Oh, did I cut out his eyes? Yes. I just want to make sure because they have little holes in them, and I'm trying to figure out which ones they are. I'm not seeing it. Well, let's put his nose on first, because that one I have right here. And we're just gonna I'm just gonna keep a black nose on top. It's not gonna be hard. It's gonna be easy to see in person, but not as easy to see. Oh, there's the neighbors. Loud car, I apologize. That looks kind of funny with the glue on the eyes. Now I'm just trying to figure out what I did with the eyeballs here. Here they are. There they are. So the eyes also have a little bit of an indentation on them for the inside part. My dog is going to have black eyes. And then we'll just put a little white dot in there. And then I'm actually going to use this little piece right here for the iris. Instead of the white, we're just kind of making our own ending with this one here. I'm going to use the little white dots that would have popped out. He's got really big eyeballs, but he's trying to see what he looks like. Super cute. This guy's super cute. And then I'm going to take a black gel pen here. Thank you, thank you. This is cute. And I'm just going to, oh, I don't like that. Okay, I don't like that. We're going to take that off. We don't like that. Okay, we're changing our mind, you guys. We're going to go back and I'm going to put the white with the black on top. So there is like 3 kind of layers here. You can keep the white and then make a color. And then I just have to figure out which, because they're all the same size. And my eyes aren't the same as they used to be. So to find the ones with the little indentations in them, they're a little bit more of the oblong shaped ones, I think. Does that make sense? Yes, here we go. I dropped it. Okay, it's not cooperating with us tonight. That's what happens with lives. Game time decision. Exactly. We punted and I didn't like it, so we're changing it up. All right, so we're going to put this one down first. And this is 2 different white papers, actually, because I had scraps. And then, and so they're not exactly the same white, but that works. And then we're going to go ahead and put the white or the black pieces in, and hopefully it looks better, because I started by actually, to be honest with you, I cut the wrong pieces out. I cut the cat out. I wasn't looking at it. And that was where I went wrong. Okay. So I've got the white. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm going to keep it the way it is. I'm going to play with this some more because I like it. My dog has these white and black colors that are like, he's got some white whiskers on one side, black whiskers on one side, and it's really cute. So I'm gonna just grab an Olo marker. I do want to make kind of a pink inside ear here, and that's what we're gonna do here. I should have probably given him like a different color eyeball, but it works. All right. So we got little pink ears. I don't know why I'm even doing his ears because we're not going to see them. So let's not even worry about those. We're not going to see them because we're going to put his whiskers on or his wrap on. So I used some of the Pampered Parlor to create a little head wrap here. And this is on the opposite sides of each other. So I just decided to go with the green on it. I was thinking about doing the tone on tone, but I don't know if I like that. What do you guys think? Should I do the tone on tone, like it's all one piece, or should we do the green polka dot on top? What do you guys think? I'm gonna go ahead and glue him this down. Or we could actually do this side with the scissors. Anyone have any? Oh, no, we can't because I won't have the right. Yeah, we just have to do this on this side. Maybe we should do that. How do we like this better? What do you think? Do we like the green for the big piece or the scissors for the big piece? And I swear I cut this whole thing out, but I'm not seeing a nose. So we're gonna need to cut a nose out quick. All right. The scissors is adorable. The big green. Okay, big green. I got one big green. The scissor paper is adorable, but you don't really see it that much once I cover it up. So I thought maybe we'd do the big green. I'm kind of with it. Scissors. Oh, I got 1 and 1. Let's get to 3. Can we get to 3? 3 people? I got one for scissors, 1 for green. Can we get anybody else have an idea? Don't lose your little pieces here, by the way. I'm putting his nose on. I'm putting a little snouty piece on. Oh, wait just a minute and see if anybody else has any scissors. Oh, we got 2 scissors. It's not that I don't like the scissors. All right, we got 3 scissors, Dean. Sorry. We're gonna do big scissors and little green. Is this the right piece? You have to forgive me. I haven't put this together yet. Okay, so this, yes, is part of it. Okay, I'm just putting it on upside down. That's why. Now his nose is very, 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 very white. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this brown marker, and this is the Spectrum Road Dark Blend, and we're just going to kind of darken it up. So it's not white white. I don't want to make it darker than that because I want it to stand out. I mean, I want you to be able to see it, I guess. Okay, so we got the scissors piece. Let's glue this down. And then we're going to go ahead and attach this on. Like I said, I'm doing this all live, so you can see how it kind of goes together. I didn't practice or anything. Just kind of playing around with it. So I'm just kind of playing around until I get to that it's covered up, but it's on the edges here. Awesome. And use a little thing to hold it together. And then we need this we're going to put the green piece. I'm going to do the green piece instead of the scissors for this because I think we need a little bit more color. Who wants double-sided towels? I do. I think that'd be fun. I have a double-sided dress that I love. It's polka dots on one side and flowers on the other. It's one of my favorite dresses because I can wear it like twice in a week and nobody would ever know. I mean, I've never done that, but I could. All right, and then this piece needs to come down just a hair. All right, so there we go. We got our head wrap on. All right. Now, I don't know if I want to put the cucumbers on his eyes because, so it wouldn't matter what our eyes look like because I haven't decided about that yet because we're going to look at him in the mirror. All right, so we've got our base. We've got our frame. And here's our little dog. He's going to be kind of sticking out here. We're probably going to stick him up just a little bit like that. Now you could add, I'm going to leave his mouth kind of, I might put the little mouth piece in, might have to cut that out with some gray. I haven't decided yet. But I decided originally I was going to ink blend on this. This is the inside piece. We're going to make this piece the mirror. So hopefully it works. We need a scrap piece of paper. I save all my order sheets so I can refer to them or I can use them as paper. I'm not going to worry about any anti-static powder because we're just going to do the whole thing. And I'm going to do it in a couple of batches. Okay. And then we're going to just, if you had mirrored cardstock of some sort, you could use that. You could do, if you didn't want to heat emboss, you could do gray behind it, stick it behind, maybe put a piece of acetate over it so it's shiny. But this is what I thought would be fun. So we're going to do this in a couple layers because I want to show you. Fashion is all all right, there we go. Hopefully I won't send this flying everywhere. Okay. It's reminded me of Cinderella's, or no, Snow White's mom's mirror. So now we're going to go ahead with sterling. This is sterling embossing powder. Sorry for all the heat embossing tonight, you guys, but okay. So we're going to leave that alone for just a second. Let it dry a minute before we're going to do this other corner here. We're going to do a couple layers because I want it to be kind of thick. I want it to be a little thick and a little bit more smooth. All right. Now, wherever I stuck this'll. All right. And if you see, if you put a couple layers down, it tends to get a little smoother. You can kind of see where I already had 2 layers. Now, one more thing I can show you is that sometimes if you heat it up and you stick it right in your embossing powder again, it will stick and you don't need any more ink, but it tends to blow around a little more. So it's nice if you can use the embossing ink. But do you see the difference? You can see it right there. See how smooth it is here and how bumpy it is there? This is 1 coat, and this is like, well, this corner has 3 coats, but we're just going to do 2. All right, now that this side is cool. Ooh, nope, I just put my finger on it. Don't do that while it's hot. Okay. You've been using the embossing mini lately. You know, I love it too. I haven't used Versamark in years. I actually have it. I really like the Brutus Monroe embossing ink. I was showing everyone. I do have a new one, but tonight I'm using this older one. Look at how much I've used this. It's an old one. It stays wet really long time. So I can do multiple and let them sit and then heat emboss, which is something I really enjoy about that because if I'm gonna get my heat gun out, I like to try to emboss more than one. All right, we're just kind of letting that cool off a little bit so I can touch it because we're gonna hold it with our tweezers and I really don't want to get any marks on it. We're gonna add just a little bit more embossing ink. Like I said, if you do fast, you don't have to do the embossing ink. And if you see, I have one of those do not eat pads in here. I don't know if it works or not, but I saw someone suggest that a long time ago about keeping your embossing powder dry. So all of my embossing powders that are in these containers have them because of the anti-static or the static from the plastic. And then I just ordered some of the triangle trays with Heather's, with the sale that we had this last week so that I could have a few in there sort of at least in my favorite colors. See, now you can see how much smoother. You can see how much smoother that is, I think. I'm not going to do a third layer. I think that's enough because it gives it a little bit of texture for our mirror. Get these closed up here quick so I don't make a mess. And then we're going to stick it behind. So here is where, so here's our idea. And of course, I think we're going to pop up that a little bit. So it doesn't have to, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to, so there's our idea. And what I might, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. His eyes are still bothering me because I think I should have done something a little different with them, but they'll work. You know what? I hope I don't ruin it. I hope I don't ruin it. We're going to give them a little color. Just a little color. Just around. Because they just need a little bit, I think, a definition around the edges here. So I'm going to be very careful to try to just keep it. Okay, I like that. It looks a little better. I think it looks a little better. He looks a little better. Now, most dogs aren't 100% white. So one thing you could do is I like to use right now this BG7. Sorry, I got to put that up a little bit there. It's hard to, sorry, it doesn't want to focus. There we go. This is the Olos, and just add a little bit of shading. It's not really a gray marker, but I found for the colors that I have, it works well. And I'm just going to add a little bit of shading there. We'll put it in his lips there a little bit. And it's just going to give him a little bit of color around the edges so he's not so white. Because dogs aren't that usually, I mean, this type of dog isn't that white usually. And then we're actually going to put some gray in his little muzzle here, or his little mouth here. Keep saying the wrong words, I apologize. All right, so originally what I thought would be fun is we have this guy, and then I did cut one out so we could actually have it so it kind of looked like he was looking at himself. But it's not going to work that way because we got it on top. So let's get this done. I'm going to use both. Thank you, you guys. Yep, reflecting on beauty. Exactly. You know, I thought getting ready for his big date or her big date. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. Who knows? It could be either. Doesn't really matter. We're going to use a little bit of both. I'm just blowing some air into my glue because I found that helps kind of push it back down and keep it from not really clogging. I want to get the edges down as best as I can. And then we're going to use this piece to kind of make sure we're smart here. We're going to put up towards the top. Put this in. Let's pull this piece out. And we'll put this on top to let it dry. All right. We're going to let that dry for a minute. While we're letting this dry, guys, I thought maybe we would go over. I'm going to, would you like to see the samples I've made so far? Ellen, I just saw that. Yes, I had to get 6 of them. You want to bop that nose? There, boop. My dog likes to boop me with his nose. All right. I got my sample sitting right here. So I shared this one yesterday on the blog or on the Facebook group and on Instagram. This is the stamp of the month and called Pucker Up. I colored it with some Olo markers and used the coordinating dies. So that'd be the Stamp Plus to get the dies. This pattern paper is from the Pampered Parlor. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Pampered Parlor pad. This is the cardstock that came in the kit. I believe this is Scarlet. And then this is one of the washi tape strips. So there is card 1. And then you guys saw these 2. I made these 2 live last week. So this is my son's birthday card for tomorrow. So I have to get that ready. And then I used a very kind of clean and simple card. This is the Primp stamp, and I masked off it, so I stamped it twice. Then I masked it off to use the Posh stencil behind it. And then I don't think you can see it on screen. You love the lipstick with the fish. I do too. I use this, there's a little sparkle. I don't know if you can see it on screen, but you can kind of see it right there. I use the sparkle with some fairy dust embossing powder in just a few spots. So you can see that in person is better, but I thought this was just kind of a fun little quick and clean card that, you know, you could use. And then I use the same ink to, I think this was Remember Me, to make the mat. And then today I put up an unboxing video and how I made 3 cards um, on the YouTube channel, both on Brutus Monroe's and mine. And then I have a blog post, I think, going up Friday with the explanation. And here are the 3 cards I made with the inspiration kit. So this is, everything is from the inspiration kit except the 1 strip of white that I used. So I have these, I layered the cat up 3 times. I cut a little slit into the boa to fit it in her. And then I also stacked the sentiment. And this is potion cardstock. And then of course you guys know me, I had to make mini slims. So and if you can see the sentiment, you can see it, if you can quite see that. I stacked 3 for the hair dryer, and I used this is also from all of these pattern paper. Thank you. Thank you. From the set, and then it says You Blow My Mind, and I also stacked that. This piece is from my stash. And then the mini slim, of course, is from my stash because there are regular card bases. And then here is my final one that I made with the inspiration box right now. And I noticed, oh, I'm gonna have to fix it. I jammed it. There is some of the ribbon, and I've been transporting them. The ribbon curls, so I'll have to add a couple more because I must have hit them. But here is the pooch. You look terrific. And this guy's flat, but I stacked the sentiment. I think this is the sentiment I'm going to use tonight. So we'll cut that up quick while this is still kind of drying. I want to make sure that dries really good. Thank you, you guys. I have more planned, you know, but that's what I have done so far. And I also have the embossing powder out so you can see that. Thank you, Francie. Thank you, you guys. Thank you, Cherie. Here is the embossing powder of the month. I use the swatch dots. Here it is on white, and here's kind of what it would look like on black. So you see, you don't see much of the pink on the black, but you see the sparkle. So on a darker cardstock. So I am going to try to do this. I'm going to get the polar ones done today. I was waiting for my swatch dots to come in. And then I can show those each month with what they look like. So, and the swatch dot download is free. It's in the digital downloads. I believe it's free. Ellen, I have been busy. I've been trying to get together. I want to get them mailed into the store. All right, let's get our sentiment stamped out. I'm going to use that You're Terrific and the coordinating dies. And that's, Ellen, I actually made four Christmas cards this last weekend too. I mean, that's what I spend most of my weekends doing, is making cards, crafting. And let's see, this is the die. So, and I do on my, hi Lisa, how are you? I do not have the tuxedo, unfortunately, Michelle. I'm sorry. I don't remember if it's still available. I did not get it at the time. I had forgotten about it, and of course I've forgotten. I haven't gotten it. I forgot to order it again. Okay, you guys, where the stamp stuck to the paper. All right. Yes, the swatch dots and templates. I have really enjoyed them. I don't have them mostly done out. I originally swatch dotched them all on my containers, and then said, because that's what I kept them on and I could see them, and then Christopher did that template. So like here is the sterling on the clear. So I'm going to redo them on the swatch template now that he has that done. So, all right, we're going to stamp this with some Raven Detail ink. Is the tuxedo black? I do not know. I will find out, Michelle, and see if I can get a picture of it put up for you on in the Facebook group, okay? And I will tag you in it. I will ask if I can get someone to do that, okay? Good evening, Danielle. Danielle, is that? Yep, that's Danielle. So I'm just stamping this down a couple of times. I need to re-ink my ink pad because I use them a lot. The Raven Detail ink is my main black ink pad. And then tonight, for the first time, we got some of the mint tape in our anniversary box, a goodie bag. And this is the first time I have been using it. I don't think this is the right die. That one I think is for the kitty one. There's the die I need. And I really do like this, the mint tape. I like pixie tape too, but this is kind of like a Post-it note tape, if you've used that before. So a Post-it note tape. All right, so we're going to just lie this up quick. I don't think we're going to stack the sentiment tonight because we're going to put some foam tape behind our frame here. And we'll get everything put together. So, all right. Lori, it's the first time I've ever gotten it. I feel like I just dropped something in my garbage, you guys. Oh, I'll have to check and make sure I didn't throw something away. I need a big. You get what all the fuss is about? Oh, the mint tape? Yes, I do. It's really nice tape. It's really nice. I will be getting some more of that. That's from scrapbook.com, I believe. Okay, so we've got that. I almost feel like we need to grab this guy here and kind of fake like he's got a little body attached to him. You know what I mean? I feel like he almost needs a little bit of something to make him have a body. So I think I'm going to cut part of him off. Looks brown. Okay, Penny's going to melt it for us quick, and then she will show it to us. So we're just going to cut some of this off. I just cut his face off because I feel like he needs, like I said, his shoulders are going to end. We're going to stick him up a little bit. And I need him to look like he's got a little bit of a body. So we'll cut his ears off here on this white one. And we're going to glue this down. It's just going to be just of enough of a body that you won't. Okay. So there he's got his body. So when I go to stick this down, he won't look so silly. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think I'm going to leave him kind of loose. Let's see. I'll put a little bit of glue, but I'm not 100% sure how well it's going to stay because of that embossing powder. He will stay down once I get this done. So I'm going to grab some tape. I do not know what foam tape this is. I've had it a long time. I think it might be from Thermoweb. But I'm not a positive, you guys, so I can't tell you. It's super thin. I've been a very big proponent this year to try to use up everything. Instead of buy new, use the old first and replace when you need to. Just because things need to be used up, like your consumables, your glitter glaze, use them up so they don't eventually, if you don't put them on tight, they can dry up. Things have shelf lives. Even embossing powder can have a shelf life. And did you know that? Sorry if I'm off screen here a little bit, you guys. So we're going to cut this piece down. And we'll get this piece in here. I think that's probably enough. All right. Yes, I mean, Sherry, I'm using scraps if I can first. I have so many scraps, and I've gone through my scraps and, really went through and said, why are you keeping a scrap that's this size? and got rid of them. Now, if it's specialty cardstock, if I can die cut a little heart or a little star out of it, it will be like glitter stock. It will still be there. But if it's just white paper or just plain paper, I'm being very good about throwing that stuff away. Okay. Now give me just a minute. I'm going to try to line this up. I'm going to stand up for just a second, guys. I apologize, just so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Oh my gosh. He's so cute. What color is this foil? I'm not 1,000% sure. It's a teal. Of course, I don't have any packaging. It should be a Spellbinders. I will look in the store, but I will see which one it is, Francie, and I will definitely put it tomorrow. I'll do a deep dive and double check it. I was gifted some foils that somebody had bought thinking they were for toner foils, and they were hot foils, so they didn't come in some packaging. So I'm not 1,000%, but I will double check for sure. I'll even write myself a little note right here. Foil color Francie. But I'm gonna guarantee that it's most likely it's a Spellbinders hot foil, because I believe that's all that I have for hot foil right now. I haven't bought anything else or anything. So, oh, Francie, one of the reasons I ended up getting it is because I had a big shot that was on its last leg. And so it was my Christmas gift a couple years ago. And so I needed a Spellbinders Platinum, so I bought it together. So you can always just wait. If it's, wait for a sale. There you go. No, it's fun. I do love to hot foil. I have a friend who hot foils a lot, and she is amazing at it. And she's kind of got me into hot foiling. The tuxedo is a mix of black and brown, but it melts into a coppery brown. So does that help, Michelle? All right. And I think we're going to put this down right here on the bottom of this frame. I mean, I don't, no, I don't. I want to put it down here in this corner. It's an odd place, I think, for sentiment in some cases, but I don't want to cover up any of that fun foil. So you look terrific. I think that's so fun. And then we need to put this on a card base. And I am actually going to look through my scrap stash, if you guys don't mind. Danielle, it is fun. Yes, it is. I would say go for it. It's fun. Okay, it looks like I have a piece of blue cardstock. That is just for my this is just cheap layering weight cardstock that is in my scrap bin, and I'm going to use that up, you guys, tonight. And then I will put it on an A2 card base. All right. You keep waffling on the hot foil. It is a lot of fun. Okay, so now I will tell you one thing. If you like to foil, you can use toner foil and toner sheets to foil on this is hard to explain, on a hot foil machine if you have the solid plate. So I use the solid plate and I heat it up twice, and I put one of the toner panels and then the foil on it, and then I run through the machine. So it's kind of like backwards, and I get really good results. I'll have to show that once sometime. I'll do a video on how I do that. A friend of mine showed how to do it. That way I don't have to get my laminator out. I just have the one thing. So you got the first edition Fruz, which I love, and I foil with it all the time, but that hot foil is, and actually, Francie, I tried the Fuse. I loved it. I have not gotten one yet. I mean, obviously, I would love to have had the teal one. or the purple, because it would go with the colors in my room. But I will wait. It sold out very quickly. I was very excited for her, and I will wait till they come in stock again because it's perfect for my desk, and I do love it. It foils beautifully. You're right. But there we go, you guys. I know it's a little early, but I am gonna end a little bit early tonight. Here is our card. You are terrific. I hope you enjoyed it. Um, and I will lay out my other samples here quick one last time. You got your first non-comp. You put them on a wobble. I need to get some new wobblers. I think all my wobblers, I've used them all up. All right. We're going to put this guy on the top because he is. Thanks, Penny. There are my samples. Can't get them all on the screen here. So far this month. So, oh, hi, Dad. Happy anniversary. Oh, you're welcome, Lori. Yes, it's a fun, cute set. I love the solid plate to get negative prints from the original prints. I hate to throw away the leftovers. Yes, Danielle, I have some my friends saved for me, and I actually plan. So what Danielle's talking about is a foil plate. This is the solid plate, and I plan on using my solid plate to foil the negative piece on white cardstock, and then die cut it out, and I will have the opposite look, which is exciting. And then this piece would be center on the inside too, so it'll be fun. So I will get that done probably this weekend, and I can show you what that looks like next week. All right. Well, thank you, you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I will see you next week. I'm not quite sure what we're going to play with yet. Probably the inspiration box and one of these guys here. So, all right. Have a great evening. I will see you soon. Okay. Bye.